exercises. And we're just taking it easy today, so we'll just look at some gentle basics today. Okay, so feel your feet, sink the hips, lengthen through the spine, and just gently breathe in and gently breathe out. So we've got this week and next week, and then I'm having 2 weeks off, and we'll be back on the 7th of January. So breathing in and out, relax around the knees, sink the hips, lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders. Just take some slow, deep breaths. So you've got good contact with the ground. Your knees are soft, elbows and wrists soft. You've got space in your shoulders. So start with feeling the ground. And then lengthen through the spine, sink the hips. Let's feel the air go in and feel the air come out. Just gently allow your spine to lengthen. So you're sinking with the hips and the sitting bones. You're lengthening through the crown of the head. Nice and relaxed. Good Wu Chi. Softly gazing forwards, listening behind and above. And very gently turn the waist and just let the arms relax and move. Pull through the spine. Nice and relaxed. Breathing in and out. Relax the shoulders. Sink the hips. Knees soft. Good contact with the ground all through the spine. And then raise the arms. Okay, check your posture. Really feel the ground under your feet. So you wanna hold with the feet. So you gently draw the toes in, and then allow your weight to settle just behind the ball of each foot. And then so relax the shoulders. And we're going to have a look at walking today. I've got given some walking exercises by Eva. I even took notes, so I'll be consulting with my notebook. Okay, relax the shoulders. Nice and... Ugh. And so you're open. Feel that chest open. I'll show you that from the diagonal view. So you're... And you're doing your sleepy tiger eyes. So lengthen. Loosening number 1. So at this sort of time of year, with it a bit cold and a bit damp, you really want to be kind to all your joints and just, take it easy and relax and be nice. So again, you're sinking in the hips. So you're opening the lower back and you're feeling your weight transfer from one foot to the other. It's all very relaxed, loose. Using your eyes. Okay, and then back to the middle. Before we do the next loosening exercise, check that you are correct in your posture. So we're just lengthening, and then just let the arms drop. So when I did this with Master Chung, he had this springy thing going on in his legs. So see if you can work on that. Getting good. So yeah, like I said to my group this morning, all the classes, the bit that I'm on, bit with me teaching, they are all up on the Grey Heron Internal Arts YouTube channel. So, and there's also some extra little bits and bobs of tuition. So I'm going to be doing a loosening exercises video. I think I'll call it "Let's Get Loose" or something. I'll give it a silly name. And it's going to be going through all the loosening exercises that I know in detail, and yeah, should be quite fun. I'll be releasing that over the having a couple of weeks off, but I still will be doing the odd video to go up on the YouTube channel and let everybody know about it. Tall through the body. So remember, you're floating up through the crown of the head, and you're sinking down. Think of the bubbling well point in each foot. So you want the foot really on the ground. And then this one. That's forwards and back, nice and relaxed. So I also had a look at the, we'll be doing this in the later class, the punching. I was asking Corel about punching on Tuesday night, and he gave me a little bit more detail about the round punch. So we'll have a look at punching It's a good way of keeping warm. So just feel that waist turn and really let go in that shoulder joint. Both shoulder joints nice and relaxed. Breathe in. Oh, nice. Just nice and loose, but connected. And then wobbling. Again, you might want to have a little check of your vertical alignment. Also, let go round your jaw. When you're doing these relatively straightforward moves, it is worth spending a bit of time just scanning down your body to check if there are any parts of the body that need to let go and relax. Just keep your breathing natural. Have a little shake. Okay, dragon serves teacups. We'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice, relax, have a little shake out. Right, the next one, we're going to do one that I learnt from Barry McGinley, and it's called Iron Butterfly. And I really like it. So what you want to do is you want to get in your Wu Chi first, and you make a loose fist with each of your hands. So it's quite a loose fist. And what we're going to do, we're going to do 10 of these, but I'll just show you what happens. So you start here, you look, you go round, all the way round. It's a bit like air guitar. And then you pull back, and then you stretch here, and then you do that the other side. And then once you've done 10 of those, you stretch with your hands, you go into horse stance, and then you start with your left shoulder, you put your hand on the shoulder, put your hand on your other shoulder. I'm just showing you the moves first, and then we do 8 of those, and then you come back up to Wu Chi, you interlock your fingers, you stretch up, you turn to your left, you turn to your right, you go over to your left, you go over to your right, and then the last bit, I'll show you from the diagonal, you have your legs straight and your back straight, and you fold in the hip, then you bend down, you lift your heels off of the floor so your thighs are parallel, open your chest, and then you come up, and then you do 2 more reps of that. So now I've talked us through it, let's do that together. And I just know it as Iron Butterfly, and I don't know where it's from or what its story is, but I'll ask Barry where it comes from. Okay, so we start here. Now bring your hand to the other hand, and we'll just do 10 slow ones. Normally he does 20 very fast, but we're going to do 10 slow because we're learning it. 1, 2. So you want to have good posture. 3, 4. There's a little head turn in there if you want to use it. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 left, 9 and 10. Then push out with the palms of your hands and get into your horse stance. I'm going to do a big horse stance. Yours doesn't have to be that big. It's just Barry told me to. So left arm, 1, left shoulder, put your other hand on top. So you're hitting this part of the upper trapezius. Then you pull. So fist with one hand, open with the other. Then you look to the front and push out and sink down. Then you do it with your other arm. So right shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, third time. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then you walk your feet in, Wu Chi stance, interlock your fingers, stretch up, and you can look up with your eyes if you want. Turn to your, I'll go back a bit, sorry. Turn to your left. Back to the middle. Turn to your right. Over to your left. Over to your right. Legs straight, back straight. Bend. Bend the knees. Thighs parallel to the floor, heels off the floor. Open the chest. Then you push down with your feet and rise up through the head. Interlock the fingers, and we do 2 more times. Turn to your left. Sleepy tiger eyes. Turn to your right. Back to the middle. Over to the left. Back to the middle. Over to the right. Legs straight. Back straight. Open the chest. And come up. Okay, 1 more rep. So when we do the, I'll do the numbers again with you after, but this is the last rep. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Back to the middle. Over to the left. So your left. Over to your right. Back to the middle. Legs straight. Back straight. Bend. Fold at the hip. Down. Thighs parallel to the floor. Open the chest. Good posture. So lengthen through the back. And then you come up. And then we do 3 of these. Just breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. So nice and relaxed. Okay, let's have a look at my notebook. So we've got a few, chicken step, I think it's called cat step, tiger walking, side step, donkey kick, I'd forgotten about that. And then monkey takes a seat, and then wild goose spreads its wings. And then I also got shown some new massage for the hands. So the heel first, yeah. So we've already done the thing that Eva called chicken step. What you do is, I'll show you from the side. I transfer my weight. I go heel, then the toes, and then I sink forward. Hang on, you can't see my feet as well. Hang on, let me take my shoes off. and my sock off. And then hopefully you'll be able to see my feet a bit better. I'll also move this down a bit. So we're going to have a little look at the different stepping. And I will be seeing Eva and Corel on Saturday. I'm spending a whole day with them. And I'm also spending a whole day on Sunday at a meditation retreat. So hopefully next week it will be even better what I'm doing. So you want to go heel toe, and it's a short step. And then she was very particular about this bit. And sort of think of a chicken in its yard doing its thing. So you only move your weight once you've established the contact with the foot. It's quite tempting. Hang on, let me roll these up and you can see my legs a bit more. The problem is I'm getting as bad as Barry. Yeah, he's been going to this outdoor pool. Oh, and it was like 4 or 5 degrees in it. I was just like, oh my goodness. He's a lot more active than me. But heel toe, and it's a short step. And you want to, I mean, when chickens walk, they're quite determined. So you want to get this sort of determined feel. And we're also walking backwards. So when you walk backwards, it's the toes. And it's all being very particular about the sort of stage you're on. So we just did lots of forwards and backwards stepping. And we're breathing. Very good. Nice and relaxed. Okay, so that was the chicken walking. Then it gets a little bit John Cleese and like the Ministry of Silly Walks. Hang on, let's get this equal. That's better. Oh well. And there's the cat one. So what you do is you actually raise your knee and then put the foot down. You raise your knee and then put the foot down, and think of a cat like lifting up its paw before it puts it back down again. So we'll try that out. So we raise the knee and then heel toe. Now, because we're raising the knee, it's very tempting to do this kind of thing, but we don't want to do that, especially this time of year. Although apparently we won't be getting the same amount of frosts and that in the future, but for now, you know, the other day it was quite frosty and it can get a bit slippery. So what you want to do is you want to lift your knee and then put the foot down and then put your weight on it. So you want to be very particular about how you're and then you also go backwards. So I'm staying upright, I'm lengthening. I found the backwards cat stepping quite tricky actually, because it's, you want to be unhurried. We are not in a rush. We're looking forwards, listening behind. And then we'll go forwards and back again. So then you try and make it smooth, smooth like a cat. So there's a new cat has moved into my house. I've got a new housemate, and it's very good at moving. I've watched it move, and it likes to go do a little circuit round the window. So there's these windows, and both of them are open, and the cat goes in through one window, walks along the window ledge, and comes back in again, and it only seems to go one way. Very interesting, but very good at moving. Very good at moving. So very good Tai Chi. There we go. So have a little shake it. So the slower you move, the more you're engaging the postural mode of action in muscle action, and then that will help things like the stability around your joints. Just move those up. The stability around your joints, and just getting better posture by moving slower is quite useful. Right, the other one, which I found very tricky, is called tiger walking. Now, what you do for the tiger walking is you actually just go on the ball of the foot and the toes, and you just go for a walk. So you go forwards and back on your toes, and imagine you're like a tiger on the prowl. So I found this one quite tricky, and I'll show you from the front. So you just walk and think. I'd take short steps. I wouldn't take big steps, at least at the beginning. And you can feel it. You know, if you go for a little random walk, forwards and back. So she said go forwards and back. Great. Okay. Right. The other one, yeah, is have your legs close. She called it donkey kick. I've got no drawings or anything, but she had the legs sort of close-ish together, not touching. You transfer the weight, and then you just basically raised. So you're exercising. It's a very gentle hamstring activator. So you're activating your hamstring, and then she was sort of holding it and then putting it back down. We called it kicking a donkey kick, and so this all works your legs. Right. Do one more time each side. And the slower you go, you can even hold it and practice your balance. Actually, let's do two more, but we're practicing holding our balance. There we go. So that was the donkey kick. Right, the next one is called Monkey King Takes a Seat. So I'll demonstrate that on the diagonal. I just like the image. I can roll my trouser legs back down now because but it was Monkey King Takes a Seat. So the Monkey King was it's one of the big legends in China, and there was even a TV show about it in the late 70s, I think, about the Monkey King. So you have your hands go like that, and then what you do is you fold in the hip, but you're lengthening through the spine. It's got similarities to rowing the boat to the middle of the lake, but then you fold in the hip, and you also bend your knees a little, and then you can just go down to there. Now you can go down lower, but let's just take it easy. I'll show you from the side. So I go like this, and then back up. So, and from the front, Monkey King takes a seat. So this is as if you're just about to sit down and then you come up. And even that at this sort of height, it's pretty hard work for your legs. You can actually, if you want, go all the way down into a squat and then come back up. But make sure you can get back up again. So I'd take it easy, at least the first few. But what she was getting the more advanced people to do was to go like this and then like that. And you want to keep that lengthening along the spine. Monkey King takes a seat. Nice and tall. And keep your knees soft all the time. And you're just, so the arms float, and it's like you're peering over your glasses when you're doing the squat. So you're looking forward and not looking down. So looking forward. Okay, one more Monkey King takes a seat. And back up. Lovely. Have a little shake out. So the other, the final one is called, she called it Wild Goose. Wild Goose flaps its wings, I think. Let me just check what I wrote down. A Wild Goose spreads wings. Wild Goose spreads wings. Left first. Okay, left first. Okay, so what you do is if I show you from the side, you step back with your left foot, and then we'll just do the feet and step back. But you're just allowing the toes to rest on the floor, and your weight is staying forward. Show from the front. So I'm just doing that. And at the same time, like this. I'll show from the diagonal. So think of the wings going up and back. Yeah, lovely. And you just go 1 foot back, bring your feet close together. It's from quite close in together. And then if you want, you can actually raise the leg off the floor. And then it gets a bit Ministry of Funny Walks. Wild Goose spreads its wings. But I can feel it doing really good things for my balance, and I can feel it doing really good things for my arms, actually. It's quite a good exercise for the arms. Okay, we'll do one more each side. Great. Fabulous. Okay, we'll just go back to that one. So, all brand new moves. It's exciting, isn't it? Let's shake out. Okay, let's just have a look at, do some basic silk reading exercises. So imagine you're in water. The arms just float up in the water, and then as they go down, you're relaxing the shoulders, opening in the palms of the hands. all through the body. Open the palms of the hands. So feel the connections. Sink the hips. Open the arms. Nice and relaxed. Fabulous. Really good. Stroking the beard. So you go up. So we do the short beard first, which comes straight out to the front. So you can start by touching your face with so it brushes past your cheeks with your fingers, and then eventually you don't need to touch your cheeks. But I actually quite like doing that because it's quite a useful. It's quite a useful. It's like putting points on the map so you know where you are. Okay, now we're going to stroke the long beard. So now we go all the way down. So nice and relaxed. All the way down. Okay, one more repetition. And then we're going to have a look at the big coiling silk. So you go up the sides of the body, over, down. Bend the knees a bit and you go up the sides of the body. It's like a stretch and down. And I watched some videos last night. I watched a beautiful video of Grandmaster Chen doing the fast form, and really connected. It was lovely, really good, really good. So you want to keep your hands relaxed and just feel the natural movements. Okay, and then coiling silk in the other direction. So you come up, down, up, down, up, down. One more. Check your posture. And start here. All through the spine. Feel the sensation right to the ends of the fingers. Connected and engaged. Soft smooth and slow. One more time each side. Nice and relaxed. Okay, we'll just have a look at this one. 1, 2, 3. So you can have your hand relaxed, or you can hold and monitor your opening and closing of the hip. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. First way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep breathing. Very good. And 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then we're going to do this, and then at the same time we're going to go like this. 1, 2. This is a good one for the brain. I'll come a bit closer. Sorry. 3, and do it in slow motion. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Get yourself set up. Do a few of these just to kind of feel it, and then we're doing 1. Eventually, it's a very small movement. 3. So I'm doing it too big for, if ever was watching, should say, hang on a minute, you're moving too much. 5, 6, but never mind. This will do for now. 7, 8. So it's a good one for getting the brain working. Let's do it one more time. One lot of 8 each side again. So just to practice. 1, 2. So the hands come together and then the hands go away from each other, if that helps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lovely. Have a little shake out. Oh, we better have a short water break, and then what we're going to do, we'll do a bit more silk reeling, and then for our grand finale, we'll look at White Ape Offers Fruit. We'll do that. We haven't got time to do the Chen form, unfortunately, but the actual form, the sequence, but we will have a look at White Ape Offers Fruit, because that has got some silk reeling in it naturally anyway. Okay, so you don't have to have a massive horse stance. You can have your feet out, or they can be parallel, or somewhere along those lines. And then we'll just do a bit of silk reeling. So use your back. So think of the back stretching, and then it releases the stretch, which brings the hand back. Keep breathing. Very good. All through the body. One more time. So allow your hand to rest on the top of the hip there. And we'll do the other side. Sink the hips, lengthen through the spine. So you're opening in the lower back. Feel it in your feet. One more. Number 2. Relax the shoulders. Feel the weight moving. Shift the weight, turn the waist. Soft and light in the body. Heavy in the legs. Use the eyes. And finish the one you're on, and then we'll go the other direction. So every now and then you're paying attention to your posture, your alignment, what you're doing with the weight. Relax the body, keep nice and relaxed and connect, really connected. And we're all breathing, fabulous. Very important. Relax the shoulders, relax the hips. Shake out. Okay, let's have a look at why tape offers fruit. I will demonstrate that. I'll do the diagonal actually, you might be able to see a bit more. And then what we'll do is we'll just do a few why tape offers fruits that way and that way. I'll just show you. So you want to have good posture. You step, you part the wild horse's mane, open the chest, this comes down, the other hand goes towards, and then you pull the hands away from each other, and then hold the ball, comes underneath, and then you, there we go. So we'll just give it a go. Let's just do that now for a few minutes, and then white ape offers fruit. My weight's forward now. My weight is going into more into the back leg and sink forwards. So I can really feel my legs this morning. I was went to Ollie Julie's self-defense class last night on 9, and so I've got room to do 3. So keep the movement continuous. Think of how each move is linked to the one previous and to the one after. Stretch, release. So there's a lot of that open close thing going on. Let's do, yeah, one more set. And we'll have a look at some more massage actually. It's again from Eva, a very good hand massage she did, which I quite liked. Fab. Okay, we'll let that cook for another week. We'll probably do a similar class next week actually, because I'm and I will be asking Eva. In fact, I'll write myself a note. Ask Eva about footwork, and then hopefully she'll tell me something useful, and I will share it with you all. I've even put a black box around it, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm really getting into my notebook. Yeah, let's just do 3 of these. And then after 1:30, when we finish this class, technically, I'll be spending sort of 15-20 minutes looking at the punching I found out on Tuesday and sharing that. So this is all brand new stuff. So I'll come a bit closer to the camera. So Eva showed me for the last 3 weeks, and I finally cracked what she was doing this week, so I can share it. A hand massage, and you just put your thumbs together like that, and you just very gently, and you work your way around your hands. And you just very gently work your way around. So these bone things, it's very good for encouraging your bones to get stronger and make stronger bones. So it's worth doing. We spent a bit of time doing that. And then what she did is she had her hand out there, and then she made a fist and would just bring the hand towards the other hand, and you're just doing a little massage and working your way into the hand. I'll ask if there's anything. This is what I saw her do online. And then we've got 2 hands, obviously, so we do the other one. Oh, she calls it pounding massage. This is called pounding massage for the hands. And then we already know this one. And then you rest your knuckles and it makes a nice little cushion for it. And then one goes down, one goes up, and then they go together. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right, and then you do the other side. So make the cushion first, and then they're apart and together. But keep them nice and relaxed. 15, 16. There we go. We'll shake out. And then she was just, we'll start with the hips. So this is just like a normal one that we already know. And down the outsides of the legs. So I just grafted Mike's one on because it kind of works. Just to get the legs. And then she's got this one where you kind of work your way around the back and the front, back, front, and then round the hips and the back and the legs. And then we'll do the shoulder next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down the inside of the arm and up the outside of the arm. So we already know this one. So that the hand pounding was what I learnt from Eva. I find it quite useful because I play a lot of musical instruments, so it's quite useful for that. And the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then either side of the spine in parallel lines, radiating outwards. Round the hips again. And then on the tummy. And on the chest. And just gently breathe in and out. And then shake out. And then 3 breaths. And one more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. And in. And out. One more round. And then rub the hands together. And polishing the face. And then rub the hands together again and give the lower back a rub. Great. Just check your posture. Breathing in and out. So we'll close the first part of the class and then we'll look at punching. And make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together, and bow. Great. Those of you that are leaving, well done. That was very nice moving. And then those of you that are staying, we will do some punching because I went and asked Carell about it, and I can show you what we did. Let's have a quick Ribena break. So the basic punching, let's see, we'll look at the round punch first. So he actually, the way he did it, it kind of whips round. it kind of whips round. But he says think more about the hand that's going back. Think more about the hand that's going back. Let me just move see if that works, and maybe that down a bit so you can see the feet. Yeah, that's it. And the footwork was, he was like that with a foot. So the feet kind of end up, the knee and the foot ends up pointing where the punch is. So the side, the round punch, and think more of the arm as it goes back. I'm not so hot on this one, but this is definitely an improvement. So we might as well, it's good enough to kind of pass on. So, and there's also, it's like a right angle. So it's a little bit like ward off, or when you're doing that before the Chen, and or when you're doing your Zhangzhong. So, and he kind of, eventually he sort of whipped round. I mean, I'll be hopefully doing more punching on Saturday, and then, but I've been working on it since Tuesday just to kind of get that whippy feel. So it's almost like yeah. There's my t-shirt. If I'm that sort of thing, but controlled too, and just keep it nice and relaxed. And the other thing you want to do is you want to cut out any like extraneous, unnecessary movement. You're just doing that, and then you're just doing that. So it's, and I'm keeping my hands about chest height, so I'm not raising them. Although this, actually, if you were punching in real life, if we ever needed to, you'd want one arm up as a guard. But for this exercise, we're just literally just looking at the mechanics. So eventually, so what's happening is this shoulder comes forward, this shoulder comes back, or it swings round like a revolving door. Six, 7, 8, and think about the arm. 9, 10. Okay, we'll do some more, but this time think about the arm that's going back. So focus on the arm that's going back and see if it feels any different. So we're doing a little experiment. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, the back arm. 4. Now I'm finding it works a bit better. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. How are you finding it with the arm going back? Did it feel different? Or
I think it did, yes.
Yeah, I found that as well. It's quite I mean, the thing is with the Yiquan intent method, you, by working with an image or an idea, the actual physical feel of the movement, the physicality of the movement does actually change. And it's quite interesting. So thinking about the backhand, and actually it seems to help sort out the technique. Let's try it with the other foot forward, if you can remember what that is. And we'll do 10 more rounds, but again thinking about your back arm. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Have a little shake out. So the other one was the downward punch. He calls a planting punch. So it's like you're planting your hand down and planting the hand down, and he kind of, as he planted the hand down, the other hand went similar to this one. The other hand moves moves back, and he does it more like that. I was kind of going up as I went down, and that is a valid technique, but he was doing something else, and so we'd better practice it. So we kind of come down, 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 and then I put my weight back, and then I come forwards again. So if you have a look, I'm in my cat stance. I come forward, and then I come forward to about 50-50, and then more like 100% nothing. 1, 2, 1. I'm trying to get it, doing it like he did it. It's a bit tricky. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's quite a tricky punch. The other thing is imagine you've got like a hoop, and you're going through. It's like you're throwing a ball through a hoop that's that way. So you go through the hoop. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and think of a wheel that's turning. So I will ask him about the punching on Saturday. The other way I did it was I'd rise up with one hand as I went down, which is quite. This is the one I'm more practiced on, so that feels. It's a different move, but it feels a bit easier. But I've been doing this one longer. Try it with the other hand and foot forward. So we'll try this way first. So like you're turning a wheel. Turn a wheel. And you're looking. Oh, that's it. And then the up and downy one. It's slightly different. Oh, I'll try the forward, double forward. 1, 9, and 10. Great. Up. Now the upward one, he said with that, you just go up. He said there's no up. So that comes, and also there's this opening feeling as you rise up. So if I do the front hand, I'm almost feeling a stretch here. Up. Up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, have a little shake out. Try that with the other foot forward. So 10 ups with the other foot forward. So we're going 70-30, 50-50. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you put it back to where you found it. It just goes up. 5, 6, 7. So think of something rising. 8, 9, 10. And as that comes forward, the other one comes back as a kind of counterbalance thing. Have a little shake out. So the other up, so you have the front one and then the back one. So I step across a bit and then this heel comes up off the floor. 1. So it's like 1, 2. And if I use the floor lamp, you can see what you're doing is you're doing a boom. So it's rising. It's rising up from the. It's generated from the feet. Let's move that. Let's move that. Yeah, I didn't have anything written about the punching, unfortunately, but I did write about Eva's things. So you go 1, 2, 2, 3. We'll do 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. So again, nice and relaxed. So we want to try. It's quite tempting to sort of tense up when you're doing the punchy stuff. So what you want to do is actively really relax and think about correct, rather than power. The power comes with alignment and really connecting the feet to the ground, and just embodying the whole thing, and then it will kind of, the power will come with practice and time. So it's best to kind of almost forget that you're actually trying to punch and think about correct technique, and that will be more, it will work. If someone was holding pads up for you, they'd hold them like that while you practiced your upper punches, and then you'd be able to feel something. But because we're having to do this sort of theoretically, you've got to make sure that you're doing it correctly. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, and it's a straight wrist. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. And then just for completion's sake, we'll do the straight punch. So all the other punches are quite interesting because they all have a curve shape. All the other punches, and then you can. But the first 2 punches, your straight punches that go straight out, they're actually quite straight. Even though they're usually the first ones we do, they're the only ones that you're more straight. So yeah, we'll go 1. We'll do 8, 2, and just keep it not too fast. 3. Remember, 1 goes back as the other goes forward. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, try that the other side. So nice and tall. Get your sleepy tiger eyes. Get yourself in a good cat stance. So we go 1, and come back. 2, and back. 3, and the arm moves back. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. The other thing we did, I'll just move this down just a few minutes, and then I've actually got to finish slightly early today because I'm on musical duties today. We're cheering up a shielding person by busking outside his back door, so I've got to go and meet up with the person I'm busking with. But you want to roll. You're imagining you're rolling a pencil, and then you. So this is if that was someone's shin and you were wearing big boots, boof, and your hips go forward and you're slightly back. So this reminds me a bit of the savate kick, I think it's called the chasse kick, where they lift up and they go woof like that, and then they go back, and it's quite a good the chasse kick. So you've got in each one they only used low kicks. There's that one, and then there's that one where you come like that, and you hit. I asked Carell, you hit with the side let me come a bit closer. You hit with the side of the foot. So the first one you're hitting with the toes. The second one you're hitting with the side of the foot. Boof. And it kind of goes, oh, trash in the place. It kind of goes out to the corner. So you're like, if you had like a bit of mud on your boot and you take the mud off you. So there's that one. Oof. And it's quite, it feels quite good. Like you're in a mood. 5, 6, 7, we'll do 10, 8. But you keep your knee slightly bent all the time. 10. So that was the diagonal, outwards diagonal kick. And the forward, or like you've just slid on a banana skin, if that helps. So, and then when I was first learning this kick, I went and put some shoes on because obviously you want to protect your toes. But I had a sofa and I was kicking the bottom of the sofa and making some really loud noises until my housemates told me off. So yeah, so yeah, obviously have your hands up. So when we get to doing the fighting dance and we're practicing all our punches, you can now put some kicks in as you're moving around. So it's quite, yeah, let's do fighting dance now. Why not? 1, 2, kick, kick. Oh, it's quite makes you warmer. Okay, right. I'll move that back now. We don't need the footwork so much. So I'll write myself a note. Ask Corella about punches and kicks. Because I'm seeing them on Saturday. Kicks, especially the kicks, because he only threw that. It was just me on my own on Tuesday night with Ever and Corell. So I basically got private tuition. And it was brilliant because there's 2 of them, you know, and like Ever started Tai Chi in 1981 or 2 or something, and he started Tai Chi in 78. So it was a little bit overwhelming actually, but I've got some good stuff. So hopefully I'll learn even more for Saturday. So just check your posture. And then what we'll do is we'll just do a little bit of Cheng Bao. Just to make sure, because we've been punching and kicking and it can be quite tempting to lose your alignment a bit. So we're just going to use just a minute or so getting nicely aligned. So you start by sinking the hips and feeling the feet. Get your weight to settle just behind the ball of each foot. Lengthen through the spine. I'll show you that from the diagonal view and the side view. So side view, hang on, let me get that right. Diagonal view. And the front view. And we're almost about to sit down, and you've got this nice big feeling in the arms. Keep breathing. Okay, and just let the arms just come down nice and slowly. And we just go to T-shirt. So we've left out a whole load of them, but that's okay. And then we'll do balancing the 3 dantians. So you come up slightly with the heels, breathe in and out. Then you come up on the ball of the foot, breathe in, push out, and then let the arms float down. And then you go up onto the toes, and then the hand comes up and round. Sorry, I'm out of camera shot, but I think you already know it. So, and then we do 2 repetitions. So it's 3 times in total. Ball of the foot, tall through the spine, toes, heel slightly raise, ball of the foot, push forward, out and down, go up on the toes. You can look slightly up if you want. And then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. One more time. Just stand for a moment. So just go back to your Wu Chi stance so you can feel the ground under the feet. You sink your hips, relax the shoulders, lengthen up through the spine, softly gazing forward, listening behind and relaxing the face. Gently breathe in and out. And make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, bring your feet together and bow. Great.